Good day everyone, my name is Major Amit and this is the next video in a series of videos called Leadership Masterclass, where we dive into what makes the difference between a good and great leadership. Now in today's video we're going to take an essential skill for every leader, and that is conflict resolution. Conflicts are inevitable in any workplace, but how you handle them can significantly impact your team's morale, productivity and overall success. Now over the next few minutes we will dive into the root cause of workplace conflicts and practical strategies to resolve them. So let's start. Now, first of all, let's understand that not all conflicts are bad, right? Thinking about conflict does give most of us a bit of a negative feeling, but conflict itself is not necessarily negative. It depends on how we deal with it, actually, right? How we manage it and how we interact with others when we are in conflict situations. Now, it's important for you to start to embrace conflict and see it as something positive, even if you are uncomfortable emotions while in conflict situations. Now, before we dive into conflict resolution strategies, let's first understand that there are certain causes of conflict. Now, conflicts can arise because of various reasons, right? Now, first can be miscommunication, for example, right? So, we might have different preferences in the way we communicate, in the way we look and work with data, or in the way we present results, and also in the way we schedule our day. And so, if there is no communication in team around what has to happen or what different preferences are, it can lead to miscommunication or misunderstandings, and which can then lead to conflict. So that's a very apt example. Now the second is different values and personalities, right? So we understand we all come from different social, education and family backgrounds and may have different value systems, work ethics or priorities. Now values are our underlying beliefs. It's what drives us, right? And if we have different values to another person, and if they are conflicting values, then this can lead to very easily it can lead to conflicts, because we often can't understand why the person would probably think or behave in a certain manner and in a certain situation, which is totally against to how we think or act in a certain situation, right? Now the third can be resource scarcity. So resources are limited, right? It can be time, money or equipment or people, right? They are limited, and competition for these resources can create tension among various team members. Now we might become more emotional, which leads us to say or do certain things that may contribute to conflict. Now, the fourth can be role ambiguity, right? So, unclear roles and responsibilities, and even lack of performance can also lead to conflict over who should be doing what. So, if there is a team member with a different level, different drive, different motivation for performance, this can lead to conflict because we might feel a little bit frustrated that they are not putting in the kind of efforts as we do. But we sit on the same level at the same salary, and this might feel unfair, right? And eventually lead to a conflict. Now that we've understood the causes of conflicts, let's look at some of the practical strategies for resolving these conflicts, right? Now, your role as a leader, please understand that your role as a leader is helping these individuals coming to some kind of a solution or mutual agreed and understood shared resolution to their conflict. So that's your aim as a leader. Now you also have to ensure that whatever resolution they come up with does not have any secondary impact on performance of your other team members or on the organization as a whole. So in general, be a mediator, be fair, but importantly, stay neutral. You want to help them figure out a compromise, but of course, within the boundaries of managing your team and the organization policies and values, right? Another important aspect is never let conflict fester. Address issues as soon as they arise before they have a chance to escalate. Early intervention can prevent misunderstandings from turning into larger disputes. The first and most important step to get the conflicting people together and listen actively. Let each individual express their perspective without any interruption. Acknowledge their feelings and concerns. showing empathy and understanding. This not only diffuses tension, but also ensures that everyone feels heard and valued. You are there to try and figure out how they can come closer together and understand each other. Make sure that you treat everyone fairly, give everyone a chance to voice their opinion and share their thoughts around the issue. And then encourage them to focus on their underlying interests rather than specific position. Now, what is underlying interest, right? Try and find out what they actually want and not on the conflict itself. So, for example, if two team members are arguing over who should lead a project, now the underlying interest may be about gaining experience or recognition from you as a leader. Now, by understanding the interest behind the position, you can find a solution that satisfies everyone. So, in this case, you may have two projects to offer to both the persons, thus diffusing the situation since you have addressed the underlying interest itself. Now, to develop more understanding of the situation, who is involved and what has happened, you may also want to discuss the whole situation with the right people to get a better understanding of what's going on. Now, remember, as a leader, it's important to remain very calm and objective during the conflict resolution process. Now, when you bring them into a room together, make sure that you set some ground rules of staying respectful, of letting everyone finish what they want to say, of giving everyone the same amount of time and to talk and share what's going on with them. Make sure that you clarify and you will not tolerate any blaming or disrespect. Whenever you feel people are going into blaming someone else, becoming disrespectful, you need to step in to kind of calm them down and steer them back into a productive discussion. If you feel that the situation is becoming too emotional, you can also try and give them some break or reschedule to come back another time, right? Now, once you've identified interest, work together to find a mutually beneficial solution. Get into brainstorming and creative thinking along with the persons involved to come up with options that address the needs of all of them. The goal is to reach a win-win outcome where everyone feels satisfied with the resolution. Now, you want them to come up with their own solution ideas because that way you will have much more success rate in getting them to accept the solution, right? That when you yourself are coming up with a solution, the chances that you accept them is far higher than if somebody else is giving you that solution, right? We've all experienced this in our lives. There's nothing. And finally, if you feel that the conflict is particularly complex or emotionally charged, consider bringing in a neutral third party as to mediate, right? For example, your HR folks. A mediator can help both sides see the situation more clearly and work towards a resolution. Now, conflict resolution is an essential skill for every leader. By understanding causes of conflict, applying practical resolution strategies, and fostering a culture that prevents conflicts from happening, you can maintain a positive and productive work environment. Now, thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more leadership insights. I look forward to your thoughts in the comments section below. And remember, the way you handle conflicts can define your effectiveness as a leader. So approach them with empathy, patience, and focus on finding solutions. Thank you.